Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Football Inc. How are you? Sorry for no show yesterday. That was no show Butler. I was all over the place, as you know. I've told you about it on the previous show. But back with Jonny H. This is our final show Eve before Jonny goes on his holly pops.
No.
A lot to talk about.
I'm here till Thursday. Will be Thursday, maybe even Friday will be my last.
Yeah, so it's Eve of our final show before Jonny goes off. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out some ways to get some content up. We got a hell of a lot to talk about, because it wasn't just Tottenham that let themselves down. It was also Newcastle United and Eddie Howe under an immense amount of pressure, and also, of course, the European spots are right up for grabs. It's an incredible final into the Premier League season finale. We're going to talk all about it. Big up to you all for coming in and joining us. We're going to start with Tottenham. For those of you that are here, there's 150 people straight out of the traps. Appreciate you. I'm sure the rest of the redirects are going to flow in a minute. Big up to you all from the Spurs Talk Show. How are you? Smash like, smash subscribe, smash comments, smash bells, and make sure that you also, if you're on mobile, that you hype the video. Hype it, baby, hype it. We are available on all your podcast platforms. I'm hoping that Stream Elements, I have put on the Stream Elements. I'm hoping that in about 5 minutes' time, all of our links are going to start to fall down for Talking Tottenham 1882 and for the podcast things. So when you see Stream Elements, click on the links, and then it won't take you away from the stream. It will just open up a new tab. Make sure you follow all of those different things for Jonny and for us on the various channels. We are also, of course, available on OK Jersey, you can find the greatest deals. You know what to do there. No need to talk about it. Code THINK gets you 8% off if you are looking, and you should always look, because they always update their content and their options. Then you can find the best quality and best value and the best prices, and you can get 8% off more at OK Jersey using code THINK. Big up to them. Jonny, how are you, man? New hat? Do you buy a new hat? Is that a new hat?
No. I just dug out an old one. Just a quickie, guys, to those who followed us on Spotify and on Apple the last time we gave it a plug for the audio. Really appreciate it. Guys has said, when Sean said, when the elements come on, please, where our proportion between those that follow us on YouTube and those that follow us on audio is very disproportionate. We're trying to grow that up. Helps the channel grow, helps sponsors and things like that, and the algorithm. So if you get a sign when you see the elements, hit on it. Sean, it was a disastrous weekend for North London.
For North London, yeah. North London.
Yes, for North London, it was a shocker. I had a few messages. You're embarrassing. What is it? A cup final parade? That was before the game started. And then a few Arsenal fans and a few other fans, when we went 3-0 down, started mocking my pre-game video. But luckily for us, Arsenal bottled it again, and it went very quiet. So the avalanche of Arsenal abuse didn't come, but to all the Forest fans that dropped into my DMs and have been still going today, big up to you. Listen, I give it, so I'm prepared to take it. I can't argue with any of your comments that you made. We played you twice. I mean, the embarrassing thing is you beat us 3-0. The last time you won a game was in December when you beat us 3-0. So Spursy, just so us at the moment. You know, we are an absolute shambles of a football club, and Forest showed fight and determination and thoroughly deserved the victory. And I truly believe, sadly, if we do go down this season, we would have thoroughly deserved it. I don't think you can argue. It's not about bad luck. Sure. It's not about shit refereeing.
Well, injuries are a part of it.
Yeah, injuries, but we've had discussions, Sean, where you and I both think we've been discussing it for over 2 and a bit years. So I think the club should have delved deeper into why we've got more injuries than anyone else. We suspect it could be the pitch, the fact that they're on a plate rather than completely solid ground. They will deny it till they're
I thought you disagreed with that take. I thought you were on Gary's take.
No. I'm saying to say it's not. To say it's impossible. I don't believe. I'm not saying it is the reason.
Yeah,
but
no,
I
I'm
think
not
there
very much.
must.
But to not
No.
investigate it is mental. You know.
Yeah, but I think to deny it, because to admit it is the pitch, it is the the underground pitch, and the fact that it's on a stanchion. There's no way solid ground can be the same as a tray and on a plate.
It's literally that. It's that much.
Yeah,
You've seen the trays, right? The ground
yeah,
above the tray is like that much.
yeah. As opposed to ground, which is ground.
Yeah.
And is.
I'm not saying it is either. I really hope it isn't.
Yeah.
I really hope I really hope that I'm wildly wrong on it. But it's just the lack of willingness to even consider it. And Real Madrid are willing to investigate, but yet Tottenham aren't.
Yeah, and look, we are where we are because the owners, because ENIC, they removed Daniel. They said we're going to bigger and better things, but they've taken us to greater things. Yes, greater depths of tragedy and despair and embarrassment. And we got two guys. There are not exactly Batman and Robin, who are taking us to places we've not been since '77, and I personally can't see a way out of it. And I think some of the ridicule that has been levelled about the celebration. It wasn't a celebration. No one was celebrating being in the situation, in the predicament we're in. This was about putting aside our disdain for what the club, the owners have done to this club that we all love. It was about, look, we've tried abusing the players, and the players have been abusing us, and we're calling an amnesty, right? We're going to support you. We're going to show what this club means to us. Let's see what you got. And I'll tell you what they had. That. And feel mightily let down, if I'm honest. I getting beat is part and parcel of it. But when that second goal went in for Forest, the body language was absolutely atrocious, and I knew then it was never going to be. But c'est la vie, we move on, and what will be. And if we do go down, I'll still be there, and I'll still be going to see the games. And it was just satisfying to come back and watch Man City, the real Man City, turn up in that game.
I told you that was going to happen, mate.
All right, listen, I'm delighted. I loved Erling Haaland's. Let's effing do this, right? Let's show them that we are back. The real Man City are back, and they did. And O'Reilly, mate, what a player! I mean, I think
the only trophy that Arsenal are going to win this year is the league.
Yeah, possibly. I think they'll beat Southampton, no problem.
Yeah, but they'll meet a top team in the final in the FA Cup, and I think that they can't get over the line, mate. I think they bottle it on the big occasions. I think that they in the Champions League they'll meet PSG, or they'll meet Real Madrid, or they'll meet whoever. They might get beaten by Barcelona, but they probably won't get beaten by Barcelona over two legs. But in the final, when it comes to 90 minutes, maybe they'll get over the line there, because that game happens after the league will be concluded.
Yeah.
But I think that as it stands, I think that they are consistently good enough against a relatively poor opposition over 38 games. But I think that if the league was played the way the Belgium league is played, whereby even if you win the league, you don't win the league until you get to the knockout. Like this, it just becomes like a playoff thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal struggle in the big moments. I think they crumble in the big moments. I know that City have got We'll start there then. We'll start with this game.
Can I just say that Arsenal, they're up to their usual tricks. Suddenly, all of their players are injured, right? So, Saliba, right. So Saliba's pulled out
international
the
break.
Gabriel's pulled out of his squad, right? Okay. Timber's pulled out. Trossard's pulled out. I think Eze, I'm not sure if Eze's pulled out, but my point here is that they're preparing. They want those they want that back line.
It's actually outrageous, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, but they want that back line. Listen, Arsenal would do anything and everything
to pick the fucking international teams now.
It's just, look how many times Arsenal have pulled players out.
I mean, what are we doing here? Like the shenanigans are of epic proportions.
Yeah, it's like,
it's not like there's a reason why there's a reason why even Manchester United fans were happy that Manchester City won the cup.
100%. I couldn't believe that, by the way, Sean.
There's a reason. There's a reason why Liverpool fans who hate Manchester teams, there's a reason why they wanted Arsenal to lose. It's because they are despisable as an organisation.
It's because they don't win with honour. I mean, there's no honour left in the game, I'll be honest with you. But, I mean, look, people could say, with the Cherky incident in the game where he rolled over like he was injured and then he looked up at the camera and you saw the clip and then he rolls back down, right? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people would normally say that's a disgrace, but all the comments are playing Arsenal at their own game. So, you reap what you sow, basically.
I think this Arsenal team under Arteta will be the most despised Premier League champion of all time. And that says something. Like people are rooting for a team that has cheated. Let's be honest, right? We know that if Chelsea have cheated to win all their things, that City have. You know that they have. Well, we all know they have. We all know that they have. Whatever the verdict is, it doesn't matter. We all know the reason why there's a 3-year fucking delay is because they've cheated. But people would rather City win than Arsenal. That says something. It says something, right? One team has cheated, like obviously cheated and cooked the books and all that stuff. And yet Arteta and his team are doing things in real time by butchering and bastardizing the game. And to be honest, like that's a bit of a stretch. If Manchester City have cooked the books to cheat to win and people still are okay with that but don't like Arsenal, it's a stretch. It's a wild stretch. Like, because Arsenal haven't done those things. And on comparison, asking your players to not go and play for your international team is a drop in the ocean compared to what City have clearly done.
Oh, 100%.
And yet people, legitimately, people who are fans of teams that should despise any cheaters, but especially Manchester City, if they are United fans, for example, or Liverpool fans, the fact that they would rather City win than Arsenal, again, I don't know what it says about the human condition, because one cheat doesn't satisfy another, or legitimize another. But like, it's just that Arsenal are that dislikable. They're a dislikable fucking team.
I mean, pulling 4 or 5 players out of international duty to protect them, to give them a nice 3-week holiday break before they come back and play the next game.
It's not the same as like cooking the books, is it? But we think it's worse right now. Fuck them.
It's a little cook of the books. Listen, look, for me, Arsenal froze in that game. They had Trafford did very well. He made a really good triple save. And in that first half, I definitely think Arsenal had the best of it. I mean, look, I just think, when Spurs are having genuine injury crisis where we can't even barely field a team without players being out constantly, and then they are pulling players out because he might have felt something, right? Fuck off with that shit, Man City were deserved winners of the trophy, and like you said, Sean, I was quite shocked at the level of glee from Liverpool supporters and and I'll be honest with you, I joined in. Even though we lost, and some would say, how could you possibly do that? If you saw some of the comments that I got prior to the final, you're going down to the Championship. I can take that from Forest fans. I don't have a problem. They beat us fair and square 6-0. I was talking to some before the game, and then as I was driving off in the car, they said, we missed the Championship. At least we won games. But hey ho, I think this might rejuvenate Man City a bit. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but they can still. like so Arsenal are 9 points ahead, right? So they can afford to lose to City. They can lose another game, and even if City win those 3 games that they have, like that game in hand as well, because of the goal difference.
Yeah.
So Arsenal need to lose. Not only do they need to lose to City, they also need to lose another game and also drop other points.
They're winning the league. I can't see them not winning the league. And good luck to them. Good luck to them.
Good luck to them. Just drop me out when Arsenal fans feel sorry for themselves because everyone doesn't respect them. We don't respect Manchester City either. We don't respect Chelsea either, for what it's worth. They're both a bunch of cheats. And Arsenal haven't cheated to the same degree. But Arteta is just a very dislikable person if he's not on your team. And I think every Arsenal fan could probably get on board that. Guys, Johnny, let's move on to the Tottenham game. Matisse Tel dropped out of the under 21 team for France, so his injury is clearly as bad as first thought. He's now out for the rest of the season in all likelihood. So our only attacking outlet is now fucked. I mean, what are we going to do there, mate? Kudus is coming back maybe for Sunderland, but before we get into that, mate, the Tottenham game. Before we get, let me ask you about the parade, mate. You were at the parade. I didn't see you, but I know you were there knocking about. I know you said that you got frog marched out of the pub because someone set you on fire.
Well, listen, it was. I'll tell you what happened.
Tell that story.
So I'm standing there, and I'm standing in the bricklayer's arms, and a guy pulls out a flare. He was holding the flare, and this big security guard comes along, and he grabs hold of the flare. Starts to throw him out, throws the flare on the floor and starts stamping on the flare. Cue flare literally going up in flames along with me. I actually thought my jacket was on fire. The flames literally whipped right up my clothes. I literally could have gone up in an inferno. The bottom of my shoe was burnt. It was all black and other shit all over it. A couple of guys next to me had like sort of fragment burns on their neck and on their hands. I mean, what a like. And then they said they said no pyro, so all the fans were singing no pyro, no party, and they left. They all walked out. But listen, look, I thought.
What did you make of the parade, mate? Because there's a lot of there's opportunism going on, isn't there? There's people that are just miserable bastards who, I've grown to have so little tolerance, man. I can't watch content anymore that is conducted in a way that is just
where it is. Yeah.
Well, we know, right? But like, it's I mean, for the spin on the narrative to be like the people that went to the parade were like a joke or a laughing stock. What? Because you supported your team. Because you wanted to try and give them a little edge. What the fuck? Like, how are these people like looking themselves in the mirror, thinking that they're right to call out the fans for wanting their team to have a little edge?
It's because we lost, Sean. Had we won, they would have been on the other flip of the coin. Yeah, it was fantastic what they did,
Or they'd have gone missing, or they'd have gone missing for the last 48 hours.
Yeah. But because we lost, I'm pathetic. Everyone there, they're not true fans. They're sheep. They're morons. I've had it all. I've heard it all. But look, I'll be honest with you. I thought the atmosphere was fantastic. I met a lot of people down there, to all the people that I saw prior to the parade. Funny enough, all the people I tried to meet, I didn't meet any of them. I got separated from Billy and all the others on the other side of the road, and I got trapped, and I never got to see anyone who I know, on a regular basis. But the disappointing thing for me, Sean, was the bus coming down the road. I'll be brutally honest. So the Forest coach comes down, normal coach, right? Players on it, and they boo, friendly boos, and all the rest of it. The Spurs coach comes down. It's a blacked out bus.
Yeah,
it's a blacked out. It could have been. The players might not have even have been on it. I mean, it's like conspiracy theory for the rabbit hole ramblings, but they might not have been on it. And I haven't seen any video of the players on the bus and their reaction to all these fans being there. Not a single video have I seen. So Tottenham Hotspur, if there is a video of them on the bus, seeing it and seeing all this going on, could you do you mind posting it so we actually know for sure that they were on the bus? Because I'd like to know why Forest had a clear coach with people on it, and you went for the blacked out version where the fans couldn't see anybody, couldn't even see them waving if they were waving, or couldn't see anybody. Saw the coach driver.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I the people that are hopping on the bandwagon, I'm for saying what I really think about these owners come the end of the season, Sean. When it's going, like, so for example, if we are relegated 3 games before the end of the season, then I'm ready to protest, okay? But I'm not ready to protest now, right? I know what I think about everything, but if it gives these players 5-10%, then great. But it obviously didn't. It didn't make any difference. And some of the players' performance on the day was pretty abject. I thought there was a couple of moments where Cuti Romero had roamed up the pitch onto that right-hand side, got fouled, or some will say he wasn't fouled, and he just was on the ground, throwing his arms up in the air. No jumping to your feet, no running back. He was almost walking and jogging at best to get back and help his team defend. This is a guy who's not going to play for 3 weeks other than for Argentina. That is not inspiration. Every fan saw it. Everyone saw it. Many have spoken about it since it happened, and they ain't happy. They ain't happy. And rightly so. Rightly so.
What do you make of the obviously sad news regarding Igor Tudor's father?
Yeah.
Right. Rest in peace and condolences.
Terrible,
right?
terrible thing. And,
terrible.
you know, everything.
Do you think, though, the parking that to one side, obviously, you know, like I say, all due respect and concern, is there an opportunity for Tottenham Hotspur to kind of PR spin this and say that out of mutual consent, Igor Tudor was asked to be given some private time, and given the circumstances that we face ourselves, we can respect his wishes. So it's not a sacking, but it is a parting of ways. Is that how the PR spin will go?
Yeah, I mean, if ever a terrible death of your father was ever sort of a manna from heaven at a time, I mean, you can't even say that, but it's something like that has given both parties a sort of a get out clause. Spurs can't sack him because it would be seen as cold and heartless as he just lost his dad, but at the same time, it gives him an exit that he had a job which was absolutely impossible, that no one could really get out of. So I think this is the best way for him to go. And let's be honest, you know,
what happens, Johnny? What happens if he turns around and says, "No, I don't want to leave. I'll be back in 2 weeks"? Then do the club have a fucking real problem on their hands?
I think he goes, look, he scored 1 point out of 6. Is it 18? Yeah,
no,
18.
Five Premier League games it was.
Is it only 5 Premier League games?
And then one was the Champions League, right?
Oh,
so
two Champions League. Two Champions League.
Sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's 5 Premier Leagues, right? So 15, 1 point out of 15. Yeah, I mean,
he's not done the job he was brought in to do, has he?
No, he hasn't. But look, this is not. I'm not going to put all this on Tudor. This is not all down to Tudor,
of course
right?
Not.
This is not all down to Tudor. This is not all down to Frank, right? This is down to, you know, the whole club. In January, we were desperate in need of new players. Okay, they threw the dice. They gambled. Johan Lang and Vinay gambled on this club's future, on the roll of a dice, and got it all wrong. How very dare they? How dare they do such a thing? And you know, the rumours that now only Spurs could be linked to Adolf Hitler, right? You know, the memes, let the memes roll. There are your papers.
Where are your players?
There are your players. There are your papers. You know, Adolf Hitler, you know, the Austrian, comes to take over the Jewish club.
We will have order. We will survive. We will maintain. Don't worry. These people will learn the audacity of the German way.
Anthony's, follow me, for I know the way. Yes. I mean, honestly,
mate. Honestly, if he comes to Tottenham,
Adolf. I mean, you can see the meme.
I can't believe his name. Someone when Barnaby said it on the last show, I was like, wait, his name's Addy Hutter. And he's like, no,
it's Adolf.
It's Adolf. And I was like, I thought that name died. I thought that name passed. I thought no
he's
one
Austrian as well. What do you reckon his parents were up to? I know what I'll do. I'll name him after the Führer.
Let me see if I can. I've got a certain face that might make this funny. Wait a minute. Carry on. What are we saying here, mate? What are we saying? What are we doing?
No,
here?
I mean, look, I got to be honest with you. Look, I look at this. Look, hang on. Oh, hang on.
What are you doing?
That was him at a match.
Who? Oh yeah, I can't see anything. Sorry.
You can't see anything. I mean, you know they're coming. You know they're coming.
No, listen, for sure.
You know, there's been rumours of Chris Hughton. I was told yesterday that Chris Hughton's a serious candidate, and you know, it's from a decent source who, you know, has given me many things over the last 2 or 3 years that Spurs have spoken to him. He's also been offered the Zimbabwe job, but listen, he played for Spurs. He managed Spurs. You know, been assistant manager at Spurs. He's been involved. He's still involved in football. You know, I wouldn't be, you know, bad with him and coming in with others. But I really don't know, Sean. I just think that we are in such a terrible thing. The other one is Bruno Salter being potentially his assistant.
Yeah.
The Chelsea, Spanish Chelsea guy.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them, mate. I mean, is that where we should be going right now?
Listen, he had a good career. So, I mean, had a good playing career. So I don't know. He had a good playing career.
Do we really want a playing career though, or do we want someone?
Look, he did well at Monaco. He's coming to Monaco, and I think he got them second and third. You know, got them into Champions League, playing pressing football. But this season, it hasn't really worked out. Hasn't worked out at all. And then we've been linked with this Sebastian Kell, who has a much better footballing career with Borussia Dortmund as a player. I think he was captain at one stage. You know, and he's got a good background. Some of the players you like, Serge Guirassy, Schlottenbeck, Sula.
Yeah,
and a few others, but
he's done okay. He's not like I'm not going to sit there and pretend like he's. Where are your papers? Hello, Juden! Your Juden fan base. Where are your papers?
Jesus.
Nein, schnell! You will work. You will try. You will fight. You will do better.
Or else. Take it.
Nine, Tottenham. We will take over the Europe. We will win the Champions League with me. We will honor and order. Nein,
you will win.
Das ist nicht so gut, Tottenham. Das ist nicht so gut.
You will win or you will be shot. Oh dear. What
are we doing here? What are we doing here?
And
Mein Gott, das ist nicht so gut. You will play.
We're getting
and
cancelled.
You will win.
We're getting cancelled. Where's the cancelled? Oh no.
Oh no, it happened again. What did he just say? I guess it's time to say goodbye. We're getting cancelled today.
Oh dear, mate.
No, that's the blitzkrieg formation. Now, blitzkrieg, we saw 5 people on the right-hand side, and we will command and present ourselves as excellent.
Fucking hell. If Adolf comes, mate, if Adolf comes from Austria to the Jewish club, no, I just can't happen.
Addy, imagine his
What
first interview. Addy, how many points do you think we need to stay up? 9!
9 to survive.
We are playing a false 9. We're playing a false 9.
Oh dear, a false 9. A false 9.
We are playing a false 9. Yeah, you doing? Oh, fucking hell. We are cancelled. No one will cancel us. Relegation 9.
Oh dear, sponsored by the Adolf Arena,
Oh,
the Alliance. Oh dear.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me go back to normal.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Yeah, absolutely getting cancelled. Absolutely getting cancelled. We have ways of making you talk. We have ways of making you play, Tottenham. We have ways of making you play. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ina Kleiner 69er. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well,
Definitely getting cancelled.
I mean, listen, look, guys, we are in an absolute mess. We are. I mean, we have to laugh at ourselves. We have to laugh at ourselves. But listen, I'm just going to say this to all the fans, that didn't go to support, and believe me, there was thousands and thousands that did with good intention. To all those who are mocking those that went, you need to have a word with yourself, right? No one's happy with the situation. No one wants this. And I don't think many want Adolf. Okay, we want Chris. You know, we have Christian.
By the way, apart from the meme and apart from the funny content, he's a decent manager.
Well, he got the sack. He did two years at Monaco, but nothing spectacular, Sean. Yeah, nothing spectacular.
What spectacular things are you supposed to achieve?
I don't know. I think we need someone. I mean, I think you might have to call the big man in. Sam Allardyce.
Oh, Sam Allardyce. Hang on. Hang about.
No one's coming.
Big Sam. Let me get it.
Oh my God. I think Big Sam. I think Big Sam's definitely a possibility for Spurs because you know, he's no nonsense. He's definitely no nonsense, Big Sam. I mean, if I had to choose between Darcy and Sam, at least Sam has managed England.
Has he?
Well, he did, didn't he?
Did he manage England? Big Sam Allardyce manage England?
Super spastic.
Super spastic. That's fucking brilliant. Oh, this chat. No, don't get me in. Like, don't get me. I'm Big Sam Allardyce. I don't know how he talk, but he might talk a bit like this. But Jesus, Get the fucking super swastikas in right now from the other guy.
Hey, Sam, if we sort you out a nice big paper bag full of cash, right, for me mate the Sheikh.
Hey, listen. Listen. I'm available. I don't know if I talk like this. I haven't really heard Sam Allardyce talk for a while.
Well,
hey, that's the way I talk. Then get me a big paper brown bag, and I don't know. I don't even know if this is how he talks. But like, fuck it, I'll do e-by gum, Chuck. You know, e-by gum.
Hey, big Sam.
What are we doing here?
Oh dear! It's the first time I laughed since Sunday.
How does Big Sam talk? Oh, I don't know. Is this how he talks? I don't know.
Well, it depends if you offer him a paper bag and some money. He's oh dear. Big... he looks like Big Sam. He looks like Big Sam's here. Big Sam, thanks for joining us.
He's become bigger. It's not often that my face gets stretched to match the other person's. It's absolutely ginormous. It's absolutely fantastic.
A ginormous head there.
It's a big fucking head, so it is. But you know what? We need a big head for some big games coming up, so we do. I don't even know. I don't know how he talks. I don't know if this is how he talks. But
he's West Midlander. West Midlander.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was some Leeds. Oh, okay. In fact, you want to see what are we doing?
No, he's not Birmingham.
He's not like Birmingham, no. He's not like...
No, mate. He don't speak like that. Oh dear. Have you got Arteta crying?
I got my Arteta, yeah. I got my Arteta.
This show started off with good intentions and it's just descended.
We're off. Where is Arteta? No. He's a disgrace, guys. He's a disgrace. My player. They are not. They don't be fit. They're not fit. We keep them away from the international. They're not fit. It's a disgrace. I am a disgrace, guys. I am a disgrace. I am a disgrace. Listen, there's one other person that might come in, Johnny. There's one other person that might come in. You know who it's going to be, right? Yeah. You absolutely know. We all know who it's going to be. Is he on his way?
Is he on his way?
I'm trying to find him.
Is he on his way?
Hey, it's me. I'm Roberto Di Zerbi. This club.
Hang on 1 second. I'm just trying to get Danny on.
Oh, Danny, you want to come on to the channel? Danny, you want to come on to the channel?
Decent club.
They keep phoning me, Johnny. Every day they say, hey, Roberto, you want to come to Tottenham? I say, no, I don't want to come unless you give me the full-time contract. And even then, I need a relegation release clause. I want to stay up. I want a win bonus if we stay up. I want a clause to get out there if we go down. I want to come in and I want to shake some people. I want to shake the tree. I want to rattle some
Deserby, could you send the link to
Danny Kiriakou? Yeah, Harry Kane. Yeah, I can send it to the Harry Kane. Where is he? What are we doing here?
We don't care, mate. I don't...
By the way, I asked. There was on Sunday, right? There was a big fucking giant geezer called Leroy, right? Absolutely huge. He was in the chat earlier on. He must be 6'6", absolute fucking unit of a guy. Comes up to me and goes, Sean Butler, and he shook my hand, and his hand was like a fucking shovel, Johnny. Biggest fucking hand I've ever experienced. He engulfed it. And after I got through the hellos, how you doing? I said, listen, I want to ask. First of all, how do you say Magnum? And he went, I heard the show. It's Magnum. It's not Magnum. I was like, fair enough. I learned the lesson. I said, secondly, is it racist to you if I say, you know, if I do my accents? He said, absolutely not. He said, so those people that find it racist, they're idiots. I said, okay, next question. And I asked Manny this as well. I said, is it racist if I do blackface via AI? If I put Matisse Tell's face on, or if I do whatever, you know? And he said, no, not at all. It's different if you put.
You see, I listen. Look, I don't know where the boundaries.
I've been given permission, mate. I've been given permission by the culture.
Listen, all I know is for you and I, when we started this show, there's a lot of serious. Look, we like to talk serious football, but above and beyond all that, we love to have fun, right? Yeah, and exactly. I've got to say, guys, to all of you in our community in the chat, a lot of people have mentioned how lovely this chat is, because so many of these YouTube chats are toxic, nasty places. I just think we got a really nice community going here where we can be woke free, we can have a laugh, and if you are really offended, you just switch off, change the channel. Have you sent the link to Harry?
I have, yeah, I have. So you're saying that I can't do this? You're saying that I can't do this?
No,
mate?
I'm not saying you can't.
I'm doing it, Johnny. I'm doing it. Hello, everybody! I miss you. I miss everybody at the Tottenham. Hello! I'm a Sonny. I miss you.
There you go. Oh dear, mate.
I miss everybody. Hello. Come on.
Yeah, he's coming.
Come
he's
on.
coming.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. You know? It's all love here.
We got one of your mates coming soon. Hopefully he's coming.
Is he coming on?
Yeah, he's coming on. He's coming. Hello.
Hurrah.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Right, I'll do a couple of super chats while we're waiting. Hang on a minute. I could have sworn I saw two. Right.
There are two.
Hang on, where are we? There's Dean.
Chudini with the super chilly chit chat. Big up to you, Chudini. Big up to you, buddy. Always here, always supporting. We love you, my man. Appreciate you very much indeed. Oh. And Neil Black, who's putting a very generous super chat as well. Over in the States, this thing is called a pep rally, a show of support for your side. Cheerleaders too, in order to motivate your team. Yeah,
thanks very much.
Could do with a few cheerleaders, Neil. Could do with a few cheerleaders. Thank you very much.
We could do with. Thanks very much for your generous contribution. It's much appreciated. Listen, I think this club needs some laughs, needs some motivation. The players tried to give it. The fans tried to give it to the players. He is. I'm sorry. I'm just on the phone.
Mate, Johnny, I just wanted to come in for a second, mate. People are calling for me back, man. They want me back. You know.
Why do you always look at the floor there, Ange?
Oh, I don't really like eye contact, mate, because I always feel like I know I'm a bit of a fraud. I kind of know that, you know, if I look people in the eye, they're going to see through me. So that's why I look down all the time. I like to spin a story and sell something, you know, when I don't have to look at people in the eye, because, you know, it's the window to the soul, you know, and I think people know that that I'm a bit of a fraud. But some of them want me back, Johnny. Some of them want me back. What do you think, mate? What do you think?
Well, I think if you came back, mate, season 3 will be as good as season 2. I think it's a load of old baloney, mate. I mean, listen, after all, season 3 ended up with 8 games and no wins, Edge. What do you think of that, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't me, mate. It was the owners, mate. You know, like any ability for me to, like, you know, find someone else to point the finger at, then I'm going to take it. You know, But listen, I'm undefeated, mate, in my second season. You know, even in Forest, the reason why I can still say in my second season I always win things is because I didn't get a second season, mate. Not through no fault of my own. That other fucking Greek donut, Marinakis, fuck that. That was his fault as well. You know, it's his fault as well. Where we going next? Where we going next?
Well, we're waiting. Hang on. We're waiting for Harry.
It's typical Danny Kiriakou, mate. It's typical Danny Kiriakou. He takes forever.
Lols, championship humour needed.
So you're saying I definitely can't do Matisse Tell. Is that what we're saying?
Well, I just
fuck it, mate. I don't care. It is Sean Butler. He is my boy. Sean Butler is my boy. Listen, j'adore le Sean Butler. He backs me up every time. These assholes from around the Tottenham community, they say I am le merde. I am not le merde. I am Sean Butler, my boy. And gracias for everyone.
Hey, Matthias, how's your ankle?
He's so fucking fucked, bro. It's fucked. I almost went into South African. Oh, no! Let's move on. Little dip into that. Right. We're getting cancelled. Let's go back to something else. Let's
do the super chats. Hang on. Let's do the super chat. Sean, you should rebrand the main channel when we go down and just do comic sketches. Sean, but cancelled. Stelligation. No. There's no Stelligation squad. We don't have any Stellies. There's no... Thanks very much, Finn, for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated. And FPL Tavern, I'll share that championship humour needed. Thanks very much, guys, for your support. It's much appreciated. It's loading, he said. Where's he loading from?
It takes him a while.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't know why.
What's he got? An Amiga? What's he got? An Amiga 64? What the fuck?
No, he's got a powerful computer as well. It just takes him a while. Danny, listen, if you're listening, remember the order, mate. You have to load the Python first, then you load your OBS, and then you load StreamYard. You know the order, mate. We figured this one out. Do your Python thing first, then OBS second. That's why it's not working. We're definitely getting cancelled again, ole. 100%. We've thrown the gauntlet out today. You know, the people are going to hate it. But I had permission. I asked several people that were from certain parts of the world, and I said, do you mind? And they went, if anyone...
but does that include YouTube?
No, I can give a fuck, mate. Johnny, what are we going to do, mate? Give a fuck, bro. Yeah. Give a fuck.
Yeah.
People have a problem. I don't care anymore. Do you care, Johnny? Don't care.
No, I mean, listen, I care about our
it's not about, like I said, listen, if you're offended, it doesn't mean I was offensive, okay? My intention, I love Matisse Tell. Everyone knows I love Matisse Tell. Everyone knows I love Sonny.
Listen, we're here to banter.
It's for fun and games. That's all it is. Anyone's got a problem, go fuck yourselves. I can't be arsed with it.
Listen, anyone who comes on this channel who's turning up here and doesn't understand what this channel's been about since it started, we're here to have fun and have serious chats about football and have a laugh along the way. And have you guys in the chat all along for the ride with us, okay?
That's all it is.
And, and to all the people that I met at the parade who watched this show and said hi, big up to you. Actually met a couple from Australia and a couple from the States and a couple from New York. So big up to you guys who also watch the show. I don't know how regular they are, but what was I going to say? Sean, just quickly, Eddie Howe, 7-2 defeat, and then the Tyne and Weir derby defeat.
Mate, losing the Tyne and Weir derby, both legs is like, for me,
I think
the Newcastle fans that watch our show, there's three specifically, David, Sniffer, and Foxy. I think all three of them don't rate Eddie Howe. And if any of you are watching, then let us know if I'm wrong about that. But I think all three of them don't rate him. I think that they are, again, from an outside-in perspective, I think maybe they have got the same, maybe delusions of grandeur that Tottenham fans have regarding where they're at in the cycle, or where they were at in the cycle a few years ago. I think Eddie Howe is not the problem at Newcastle. I think he's a fucking fantastic tactician. I think I would bite your fucking hand off to have Eddie Howe right now. If Newcastle United want to sack Eddie Howe, and I can understand it because losing 2 games against Sunderland is unconscionable to a Newcastle fan. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Their loss will be someone else's gain. And if Tottenham Hotspur can convince Eddie Howe to come into Tottenham, even if we go down, I would probably put Eddie Howe above Pochettino in the pecking order, such as my admiration of Eddie Howe.
Hang on a minute. So you and I both put Unai Emery over...
I put Unai Emery over both of them. I put Unai Emery number 1.
Yeah.
I put Eddie Howe number 2. I put Pochettino number 3. And then De Zerbi somewhere as well in there. But that, if you get one of those, if Tottenham get one of those 4, I'm not going to complain about the management.
I would take Iriola as well, mate.
And Iriola, fine. Yeah. With Iriola, though, Iriola's never experienced the Goldfish Bowl that is a bigger club, right? But I do rate Iriola, but I have that same concern with him, as I would
moving to a bigger club, the step up.
And the same with Marco Silva, the same with Thomas Frank. I said it about all 3 of them, right? You're walking into an unknown territory about whether they can handle the bigger. For me, Eddie Howe has faced the fishbowl of Newcastle, and he's done a very good job there.
Yeah,
I think he's done a very good job there. Very, very good job there. Right. So for me, if Tottenham Hotspur end up with Eddie Howe, Unai Emery, Pochettino, De Zerbi, or Iriola, fine. I'd back any one of those 4. I would.
And do you see any way that any of these managers look? I think we got to roll the dice and go to the end of the season with someone. Do you really take a full-time boss now because that's all that's available? I think it's the wrong decision, Sean. I think you've got to go for a top boss at the end of the season. To go now with because De Zerbi's the only one that's free.
You don't rate De Zerbi?
No, it's not. I don't rate him. I don't rate him. Listen, I know he'll probably have one of the players or one of the board of directors over the desk by the end of the season. It's just, would he be your number 1 choice come the end of the season if we survive?
Oh, at the end of the season, he'd still be in my top 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be your number 1, number 2, or number 3, would he?
De Zerbi?
Yeah.
If he had a DOF that he could work with, and if there was money available, if we stayed up, right, providing we stay up, because everything depends on that. If we stay up, we didn't spend a lot of money in January. We had our record revenues last year. We're going to have very good revenues next year as well, as a consequence. There's no excuse for not spending money. We didn't spend any money in January. We didn't spend very much money in December, in the summer. If the argument was always January's a difficult window, the summer's going to make it. If we stay up and you get De Zerbi and you get a good DOF that you trust, I'd be happy with that. I'd also be happy with Pochettino. I actually think Pochettino is the easy option because it will appease the fans. But in terms of who do I rate as a better tactician, Johnny? I put Pochettino tactically lower than I put Unai Emery, De Zerbi, and Eddie Howe.
Listen, I think Unai Emery is a great manager. I think his biggest problem was following Arsene Wenger, which was the big problem for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's 100% sentiment. I agree with that.
But tell me, is Pep leaving at the end of the season? Do you think he's leaving, or do you think?
Yeah, he's leaving, but he's not going to be available to come to anyone else in the Premier League.
No, I don't mean that. I meant, do you really think he's going to go out on a low? I mean, the Carabao Cup, is that really a high? Do you think he'll be squeezed out for one more crack at the whip? I'm not sure.
No, he's making all of the noise that he's done.
I know he is, but if
I think that's because they know that there's the 115 charges will eventually get and it won't be anywhere near as severe as it should be, but there'll be something to it. Just quietly, mate.
Yeah,
I don't think the Premier League can get away within the intent. I don't think the Premier League. It kind of feels a little bit like, and apologies to bring politics into this, right? But in the last sort of 6 months, the amount of like, and I was someone I don't want to bring politics into it, so forgive me for using this as an example, but like I was someone that kind of was on board with as someone that used to live in America. I feel like I've still got investments over there, so I feel like I'm someone that's got a dog in that fight. I was someone that was on board Donald Trump, but in the last 6 months, the amount of obscene corruption that's being shown with regard to certain things, I feel like he has completely like undermined the people that voted for him. And for me, I feel like it's the same sort of thing with regards to the Premier League. Right? There's zero integrity in the Premier League, but the Premier League are acting with a level of impunity because there's not a lot people can do. And it's sort of the same thing in politics around the world right now, not just in America, but everywhere else. It doesn't matter what you voted for. It doesn't matter what you wanted. The people in the political game are just working with a level of like their own self-interests. And I don't think that you can fight against the Premier League. Like, what can the Premier League do? Or what can the average fan do against the Premier League? The Chelsea decision is a fucking disgrace, John.
But it's just one of many, isn't it? I mean,
no, it is. It's one of many, right? But what can you do? And if they've set the precedent with Chelsea, they're probably not going to break the precedent with Manchester City. But what can the average fan do apart from sit there and say, what are we doing here? This isn't what you're supposed to. You are not representing football fans. You're clearly working within a remit where essentially you don't give a fuck about the integrity of the Premier League.
Well, I'll ask you a question.
I don't think the Man City deal will be any different.
No, I mean, listen, I personally think it could be the only way Spurs stay up this season is if Manchester City get relegated. Personally, I think that could be the saving grace.
They're not going to be relegated.
We know they're not. The other thing I was going to ask you was now that Igor Tudor's father's died, will the Premier League not charge him with contempt and fine him for his comments at Fulham, which took them 3 weeks to decide that he was going to face the charge? 3 weeks. Why did it take Why did it take the Premier League 3 weeks to bring him up on charges? 3 weeks. Why didn't you do it after the game? Why 3 weeks? Just after we won. I feel like there's an agenda right now where all the press and everyone is on board Spurs going down as much as they're all on board with watching Arsenal implode. There's as much enthusiasm for Spurs to go down amongst the neutrals as there is.
Yeah, but I don't think it's for the same reason, right?
No, it's different reasons.
I don't think the average Wolves fan, the average Fulham fan, the average whatever Crystal Palace, I don't think they hate Tottenham. I think that they're interested by what will happen, right? Because a big team goes down. You know, it's like everyone is tall poppy syndrome, right? Everyone wants to see something chaotic. They don't know what will be, and it won't really affect them, so they're interested. But I don't think the average fan despises Tottenham. I think that the average fan has maybe
it's. I'm not saying despise. I don't think the word despise. I think it's the fact that such a big club who had big aspirations, who it would be so Spursy, to win the Europa League, be in the Champions League and get relegated.
Yeah, but I think that those, if you were to ask a normal, I don't know, a fan of like Huddersfield who watches Premier League games, do you want Leeds to go down? Do you want Nottingham Forest to go down? Do you want West Ham or do you want Tottenham? They probably say Tottenham, not because they hate Tottenham, it's just because Tottenham are a big club. It's a big club, exactly. Right? And they want to see what happens there, and it's more exciting, more interesting.
Yeah, whereas, it would be the same
whereas like the kind of the people that have strong opinions about Arsenal or the strong opinions about City or the strong opinions about Chelsea, that's more because of like an indirect, like it's like an inference towards, how people feel about behaviour. I don't think people hate Tottenham because we behave badly. I think people just want Tottenham to go down because it's the biggest fish in the room, the biggest elephant that will have to face consequences for being shit. So they're more interested in the experiment rather than a vendetta against Tottenham. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Big up to Nathan over there in the States. Big up, Nathan. Big supporter of the show. Hope you're doing well, mate. Broadcaster. Keep up the laughs. Never bend the knee to the whiners. No, never. Thank you, Nathan.
Appreciate you,
It's
Nathan,
been
mate.
fantastic, mate. As always, since the start of this show. Thank you for your support, as always. Yeah, we never bend the knee. For those, the ones that are whining about the fans. But Sean, I want to move away from Spurs, but
Just quickly before you do, there's one other super chat we haven't called out yet. Big up to Finn. He says, Sean,
sorry.
you should rebrand the main channel when we go down and just do comic sketches. Sean Butler cancelled Delegation Squad. I'm definitely not part
I did do this one.
Oh, you've done it already, have you? Sorry, mate. Sorry, didn't see that. Sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry. But it's no problem. We're no part of the Delegation Squad. Appreciate you, but Sean and I are not part of the Delegation Squad. Unfortunately, we don't believe in celebrating relegation. Sorry. I support this club because I want to win, and I'm always disappointed if we lose, and anyone celebrating the defeat of our club needs to have a word with himself. I don't consider them a true fan whatsoever. Not a chance. I forgot what I was going to say now, but it doesn't matter. We can move on. Yeah, I mean, so Eddie Howe, does he survive to the end of the season, Sean?
Yeah.
You think he does? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. You're not like Newcastle aren't in it under any threat of anything.
No, right? But I mean, do they have aspirations? I mean, you know, is he the best coach that they can go out and get? Bearing in mind that they can have anyone they want with the money they've got. Yeah.
Well, this is the point, though, right? This is the point. I think that Eddie Howe, you know, is I guess not. I don't think he's really insinuated it, but like, are Newcastle United's owners doing everything they can, Johnny?
I think, like I said, when they took over the Saudi PIF, the biggest thing was the huge PIF fund, the Saudis, the richest people. I was more interested in the small minority holding of the Rubin brothers, because in my mind, win the hearts and minds of the fan base and the council and the local people, and then get planning permission for building and developing property all around the Newcastle area, because the Rubin brothers are some of the biggest property developers around. Okay, they're huge, and if the Saudis can fund it, which they can and will, and the Rubin brothers are building it, it's all about development. I think Newcastle are part of it, and I'm not disrespecting that, but I think the bigger picture is the billions that they can earn, and hundreds of millions they can earn from developing property. Imagine going to the council and as the Saudi PI fund and getting refused planning consent to whack on another 10,000. They're not going to build a new stadium. They're going to put on extra seats. Does that mean that when we go to the stadium in Newcastle, we're going to be sat up on another level higher? We won't be able to see anything.
No, they'll rebuild the two stands that are not quite as high as the other two, right? But
yeah,
but that's the point. I think Simon Jordan made the point that, you know, adding an extra 10,000 seats in a stadium that doesn't facilitate other income streams, it might cost 100 million quid to do it, and you might make that back over 10 years. But to spend £1 billion, you'll make with all the other things that can come with it. But yet, these owners have got more money than has ever been printed in the history of humankind, and yet they're not willing to do it. Why? Have they run out of? Excuse me. Have they run out of steam with the interest? Like, why aren't they willing to do what, you know, other teams are doing? Everton did it. Why can't Newcastle do it? Tottenham did it. Why can't Newcastle? They got more.
Yeah.
It's not like money is not their fucking concern, is it? They don't have any financial concerns. So why aren't they doing it? Have they run out of interest? Is my point.
No, I just think, like I said, I think the bigger interests are property development and winning the hearts and minds of the local people. I said it. If you go back to the very beginning when they took over, you'll see all the comments that I made. The most interesting part of this was the collaboration and the Rubin brothers coming on board as huge property developers, seeing an angle and developing the Newcastle area with flats and all sorts of developments. There's billions of pounds to be made. Okay. Saudis fund it, they done it, and at the centre of it all is a football club called Newcastle United. Nothing wrong with that.
Isn't that the accusation that's been thrown at Tottenham owners? You're not interested in football, you're
yes,
interested in
but
other
the
things.
only difference is they still have not built any of the apartments. They were meant to have knocked down those flats years ago. 3 years ago, they were meant to have knocked down all the buildings the opposite the stadium.
It's the same accusation, right? Why are you in football? Are you in football because you love football? Abramovich came into football. You can make the argument, it's a very easy and strong argument to make, that the reason why Abramovich came into to Chelsea was to protect himself, protect his wealth from a potential changing climate in Russia with regards Putin's willingness to sustain the idea of the oligarchs, of which Abramovich was one. And Abramovich came in and put so much of his money into Chelsea. And that was his overarching idea, was essentially not about Chelsea, but it was about protecting of his own self-worth, like get himself into a safe country and then remove himself from that political problems, and then he wasn't going to get killed or otherwise. I'll put in prison, put in the gulags. But in so doing, he didn't neglect Chelsea.
No, I mean, because he funded Chelsea.
Come into Newcastle United's owners have come in to some degree for some sort of greenwashing, right? To some sort of sports wash.
Well, they thought we were going to have a Manchester City, didn't we? We thought, initially, I think the Newcastle fans were carried along on the euphoria of them coming. They were all turned up in the first game at home, all wearing Arab headdress. I think
that's the point I'm making, right?
Yeah.
So if those Tottenham fans are angry with people that, they've got their own blemishes against their record. Joe Lewis is certainly no saint. You go and speak to people from Patagonia. You go and speak to people that were victims of the Black Friday and the UK markets, or Thai people that were recipients of the Thailand currency crash in the 80s. All of those people, if they knew that Joe Lewis was a participant in that alongside George Soros, then they would hate him. But ultimately, at Tottenham, their kind of reputation is not necessarily as broadly poor as Saudi Arabia, for example, or Russia, for example, because of propaganda and because of media spins. But yet Chelsea fans were the recipient of an owner that was doing what he wanted to do for his own ends to protect himself, but he didn't neglect the Chelsea fans in pursuit of that end. At Tottenham, we haven't really seen the fruits of the labour. And in Newcastle, like you say, Johnny, they all wore fucking tea towels on their head to.
I mean, that was embarrassing, mate.
It was funny.
It's
funny. Whatever.
I mean, like,
whatever. But they thought that they were getting on board it because it was going to help Newcastle become the sleeping giant that they were to become a giant. It hasn't turned out to be that way yet. And I'm sorry, but like when you look at the stadium and they're now pushing this narrative of just rebuilding one of the stands and adding 10,000 extra seats, that's not what they signed up for. That's not what Newcastle fans
maybe someone's working out that the 10,000 extra seat, but that's down the line. But what Sam says here is this, can Eddie Howe take them to the next level of challenging for majors? Well, they won their first trophy in 57 years, was it, Sam?
I think Eddie Howe has all the potential to do so, but in order to do so, you have to have the rest of the ecosystem in place, right? You have to have a youth system that's doing their thing. You have to have the transfer strategy that's on point, which requires a DOF. To Eddie Howe's discredit, he doesn't have any relationship of ever working with any DOF anywhere he's been, right? He doesn't get on with the DOFs, and most DOFs end up falling by the wayside for him, which is a fair point. But does Eddie Howe have the tactical nous? And does he have the ability to be able to do it? As an outsider looking in, I think he does. And I think Newcastle fans are pointing their fingers in the wrong direction. For me personally, I think Newcastle fans should back Eddie Howe, and they should hold other things to account, because they're letting they're letting the side down a little bit.
I mean, listen, it's hard to come back from, to have the double done from, they waited 10 years for that derby to come to fruition. And there's a lesson to Spurs fans, thinking you go down and bounce straight back up. Sunderland have waited a long, long time. So 10 years since they've had that derby, and to lose both legs of it is a bitter pill to swallow. You know, just like us, at least Newcastle competed with Sunderland in those. We didn't even get to the races. Just quickly changing clubs now. The PE teacher, he's under massive, massive pressure now. Sean, does he last to the end of the season?
Yeah, he'll last to the end of the season, but I think they'll change in the summer. We called this one from the start, didn't we, John?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know how. I mean, I'd love to know what get-out clauses they've got, but Everton absolutely spanked them on the weekend, 3-0. And I still don't understand why he's not starting Esteval. Palmer was doing that thing. I think Cole Palmer will want to leave in the summer. Do you know they weren't passing the ball to him, Sean? I don't know if you watched the game. If there's any Chelsea fans in here or Everton fans in the chat, please let us know what you thought. But he was in space and he's going like this, you know, pass me the ball, pass me the ball.
I saw that. Yeah.
They weren't passing him the ball. And he was getting more and more frustrated. Esteval should have been starting that game for me. As soon as he came on, he looked like he was going to do something.
Interesting. Chris Richardson, not to pull back on Newcastle, but Chris, we like seeing new fans of different channels, right? So there's traditionally 3 main Newcastle fans that come in here. Chris, come back again, mate. Love sort of growing the broader fan base. He's saying, as a Newcastle fan, Eddie Howe is a classic average British manager with one tactic who buys runners and not footballers, which is why he cannot manage 2 games a week. Interesting. But like I say, I'm happy to be corrected. Like of the 4 now, there's 4 Newcastle fans that spent time in our channel. They all feel the same as you. 3 others feel the same as you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong then on that basis. But as a guy looking in, I don't look into the day-to-day of Newcastle. So I'm happy to be corrected, Chris. I just feel like, for me, whenever Tottenham play against Newcastle, Eddie Howe has us over a barrel with his dark arts. Maybe if you don't rate him, that's fair enough. Like I say, I don't know Newcastle as intimately as you do, but it's interesting, Johnny. There's not a single Newcastle fan that's in here that backs him. It's fascinating.
No, I think the thing is he's just been inconsistent. I think 1 minute you producing a great performance. I thought you were really unlucky when you were at home to Arsenal. You gave them a really, really good game. They got away with one, but there's been games where you should have won and you haven't. I didn't see the result in Barcelona coming after that home performance. I mean, it was only a late Lamine Yamal penalty that, took it to 1-1, but to implode like you did was embarrassing. I mean, our club's done plenty of embarrassing things, but it'd be interesting to see where you guys go from here, to be truthful with you.
As far as Chelsea goes, Johnny, where did Chelsea go next, though? If they do sack him, but by the way, he had a 6-year contract. I'm sure there'll be clauses in there that it won't cost him. It won't cost Chelsea, 6 times whatever he's earning. Let's say he's earning 4 million a year or 5 million a year. It won't cost them 30 million quid to get rid of him. I'm sure there'll be clauses and breaks in there. But do you think that is this another demonstration of Todd Bowley and his crew not knowing what they're doing? Are Chelsea fans right to sit there and think, we're finishing 5th or 6th, but we should be finishing 2nd or 1st? And what are
I think they should have kept Maresca. Personally, I think they should have kept Maresca. I think he's a better coach. I think he would have done better. Should have stuck with him, in my opinion. And now Chelsea run the risk. They're sat in 6th place. And I've got to be honest with you, I think the Premier League might struggle in the Champions League next season. I think we're going to have an interesting situation where 1 or 2 might creep in that we didn't expect. I mean, when we look now, Aston Villa's win was huge for them. But Liverpool, you look at Liverpool in that 5th spot right now, they're only 3 points ahead of Everton in 8th, Brentford in 7th. You got Chelsea with 48 points, only 1 point behind. There's plenty to play for. And Villa's win was absolutely huge for them. to keep them in the race. I can't see them now dropping out of the top four, but they're going to have to be consistent. They're going to have to be consistent. Anyone who puts a run together now, and that includes Everton, and that's worrying for me.
Could it be that Everton and Brentford push Liverpool and
100%? 100%. I think they could press them to the wire. And what I don't want is Everton needing a win at Spurs the last game of the season.
Yeah.
Because that's possible. I suppose the big one that's going to be at the end of the season could be Leeds versus West Ham, where they could actually end up conspiring to win. I mean, Spurs have gone from a plus goal difference to now we're minus 10, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah, people. It was only 3 weeks ago. People were saying we've got an extra point because of our goal difference. We don't.
Yeah,
we won't.
Not anymore.
No,
yeah. Not anymore. No, we're absolutely screwed. Absolutely screwed. What else have we got, guys? If you're in the chat, please hit the like, and if you're here for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. It makes sense. What was I going to say? I'll just see if there's any other news. Obviously, we got the international break, and as we said, Arsenal definitely making excuses for some of their players. Liverpool looking to replace Mo Salah with Michael Elise. I can't see Bayern Munich letting him go. Are Liverpool going to have to make another £100 million plus bid to get Elise out? I can't see them allowing him to go. I mean, he is probably Elise and
Bayern Munich will for the right number. Liverpool need to find a replacement. I think Liverpool were going to go for Yandy Amandi. Personally, I think they're going to be a bit more change in the Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool for a split second, mate. Is Arnie? When's Arnie Slot going to get relieved of his duties?
No, I think end of the season there'll be a partner of the ways. Sure, I think end of the season, and I think Alonso, Xavi's just sort of waiting in the background now. The performance against Brighton was pretty poor. Let's be honest. They didn't deserve. I don't think they deserved anything out of that game. I know they lost 2-1 only. Danny Welbeck, mate. Evergreen Danny Welbeck, mate. How old is he now? 36, is he? Danny Welbeck? Still producing another brace there. He just knows where the goal is. He just knows. I mean, that's the thing about Brighton. Hertzler was under massive pressure. Massive pressure. I talk about him getting the sack. And now, look at him, sat in 10th place. Literally only 5 points behind Chelsea and 6 behind Liverpool in 5th.
Yeah.
So, all the places are up now for grabs in Europe, whereby Newcastle, they're just tucked in behind them. See, the thing is, look, when you look at Newcastle, if Newcastle don't get in Europe next season, I reckon they'll finish top 4, top 5 next season. I really do. One game a week. I think what was said before by the Newcastle fan is spot on. It's been proven every time they don't have Europe, they have a strong Premier League season. Look at Man United. How bad they started the season.
Yeah, Newcastle. If Newcastle finish outside of Europe this season, they'll be 3rd or 4th again next year.
Yeah, because their running game is so strong. Their running game is so strong. They've got a week to recover from each game, and I think it's easy to do. And I think
Johnny, last question for you, mate. Last question. Who are the teams that are going to win? Let's talk to me now. Who are the teams that go down? Who are the teams that get the champions? Who wins the title? Who comes second? Pick for me, 1st to 8th. I think 8th gets us conference or gets someone Conference League. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets Champions League. 6th and 7th gets Europa. 8th gets Conference. And then 18th, 19th, 20th get relegated. Who are those teams?
Arsenal, City, Man U, Villa, Everton.
Okay. That's
Chelsea, Brentford.
Chelsea, Brentford get Europa. 8th goes to Liverpool.
No, sorry. Arsenal, City, United, Villa, Everton, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brentford.
So Brentford miss out.
Yeah, but Everton are the beneficiaries.
And then the 3 that go down?
Wolves, Burnley, and Spurs.
Oh, hang about one. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, Johnny. So someone's coming. Someone's coming to the chat. I better fix up.
Oh, not him.
Not him. Hang about.
So reunited. We're reunited. The gang is getting better at getting back together, guys. Wait a second.
Absolutely fantastic to see you, Harry.
How are you, Harry? How are you, Harry? Obviously. Sorry. Company was just he was having a go at me because he said I have to win the Ballon d'Or this year. He said obviously if I don't win it, he's going to sell me back to Tottenham. Obviously I don't want that. So obviously.
No, listen. If I'm there, though, Daddy. Harry. If I'm there, mate, we'll get the band back together. You know, we'll bring in Asu and Kotu. We'll get Michael Dawson. We'll bring back the boys, Harry. I mean, surely you can get on board. That'd be absolutely fantastic to see you, mate. Absolutely fantastic.
Obviously,
I've got the two Harrys.
Hi, Johnny. Good to see you, Johnny. Obviously, always good to see you, my friend. Harry, if we get some. We're going to get Sonny back and some other players as well. Obviously, maybe we can bring Elise with you from Bayern. I mean, as you can see,
absolutely.
I was just finishing some training indoors today, doing some training weights in the gym inside. And the company said I can come and chat. Obviously, I need to win the Ballon d'Or, and if I win it, then you never know. I might come back to Spurs anyway, so we'll see.
Just to say,
I've got to be honest, Johnny. It's great to. I mean, fantastic for you to be able to get. I mean, what a player!
These two greats on the show. Listen, I'm over the moon that I managed to get two Harrys in one place at the same time. Harry, I've got to ask you, just out of curiosity, I've noticed since you've been in Germany, you seem to be dribbling a lot less, spitting a lot less. What do you put that down to?
A bit of German, sprechen Sie Deutsch, guten Tag, and, trying to learn the basics, and that's about it, and guten Morgen, and that's about all I can do.
Don't worry about that, mate. You know, as long as you're getting that, as long as you're getting the old, as long as you're getting the old,
Dankeschön, yeah.
And Harry, have you tried Sandra's jam roly poly?
Obviously, they're amazing, obviously, and but I prefer Sandra's sausage sarnies much better, obviously.
Listen, I mean, apparently the bratwurst over there, Harry's treating you well, but listen, in Germany they call the jam roly poly. I think they call it the jam roly poly. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen it or heard about it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Jam roly poly.
The jam roly poly. I mean, I'm your sign up for jam roly poly.
Harry, can I just ask you, do you have your papers?
I've got my papers, yeah, obviously. I have to. If I didn't have my papers, Johnny, I'd be forced to stay at Tottenham. So that was the first thing I did, obviously.
Listen, for me, just quickly, Harry, if Daniel or Joe and Charlie, if they were to call me up and say, Harry, we need you, I'd say, what do you need for next season? I'd say, well, listen, bring back Harry. The thing is, right, is that, listen, Harry, you're getting a little bit older now, mate. It's absolutely fantastic. You're still scoring goals, but I don't see you playing as you have. For me, if I was there, you'd be playing in the 10. And not just in the 9. And I know that if Adolf was there, he'd be saying 9. You've been playing the 9, Harry.
9.
Have you played under Adolf?
I prefer to play number 9, obviously, because my name's Harry, and I like to score a lot of goals. So I still think at my age, I can still score a lot of goals. But my dribbling has actually got better in all aspects.
9, Harry! You will not leave the motherland!
9.
Schnell! Das ist nicht gut!
Dankeschön.
You will go and you will play in the 9 for Bayern München! You will not
Hey, Adolf,
come back to Tottenham.
hang on, Adolf, calm down a bit, mate. You get a bit excited, mate. Are you, Adolf, can I just ask, are you still painting? Still painting?
Ja, stimmt.
You need to calm down. Less marching, less invading, more painting. More painting.
For me to come back to Spurs, obviously I need quite a lot of players. I'd like to see maybe like Olise come as well. He's a top player. Not like Matthias Tellier. I've seen a bit of him. He's not that great, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not. Listen to Matthias Tellier. I mean, there's the Germans, and then there's the Germans, and he's not. You know.
I could speak a bit of German with you there, Adolf. But I don't know if it's a good match for Spurs. I mean, with a name like Adolf, you can just see it all over Sky Sports News what's going to happen. So I think it'd be quite a bad thing. But you never know, obviously.
Listen, for me, we don't like the England, but Harry, you're welcome into the Germans. Oh, it's okay. Listen, I mean, Schnell, you will play in the 9. You will play in the 9. That's all I have to say. I want to
There
say
will be no complaining. Otherwise, comply or you will be shot.
Where are your players, Tottenham? Where are your players?
Jonny, you know your best mate. Could you talk to him to get in some proper players at Spurs instead, and like get rid of Richarlison as well? Because I'm coming back. So
You're coming back.
Who will answer to me? Who is it you want gone? Who?
We have a seat for you, Adolf. Right? You'll be able to, but there will be a march past.
They call me Addy. They call after what happened in the 40s. Adolf, a little bit difficult, a little bit one look.
Is that
now you
Adolf,
call me Addy. Addy.
Is that the real reason why they call you Addy instead of Adolf, obviously?
Yeah, stimmt. Yeah. It's because it's difficult, propaganda.
You don't even eat strudel.
You have to be careful. So they changed my name from Adolf to Addy. It's okay.
They did it right. Adolf Hitler, Addy Hutter. It's similar, but it's not the same. You don't even eat strudel.
So that's what I prefer in Germany. Not Sandra's jam roly polies. I prefer the apple strudel.
Yeah, strudel.
Yeah.
What is this jam roly poly? What is this? What is going on?
One of my good friends, Harry Redknapp, he told me, Sandra, his wife, gave me some jam roly polies, but obviously I prefer the apple strudel in Germany. It's much better. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, well, I hope Sandra doesn't hear that because Harry's very protective.
No, I mean, she heard everything in the background there. Listen, I mean, I got to be entirely honest. I don't know who that last clown was that you had on. I mean, he's not fantastic. It's actually quite insulting. I mean, listen, Sandra, she works very hard on her jam roly-polies. No one can take that away from Sandra. Listen, I was in the jungle. The first thing, I ate kangaroos' testicles. Did Adolf ever do that? Did Adolf ever eat a fucking kangaroo's testicle? Of course he didn't. You know why? He doesn't know what stress is. But when I came out, the first thing I wanted, it wasn't a beer. It certainly wasn't some sort of new Aryan super race like that geezer wanted. All I wanted was a jam roly-poly. My message to the world right now is if everybody had a jam roly-poly, The world would be a better
There'd be a
place.
lot less wars.
Absolutely better place.
What
lot less
about,
wars, lot less problems.
You need a bit
Jam
of
roly polies, get the two Harrys back together. Absolutely fantastic.
I'd definitely like to come back if you're the manager, obviously. It'll be good fun. There'll be no pressure to win games, obviously. But, you know, it'll be a good laugh. So, obviously, it'll be good.
Guys, I mean, what other show other than Football Inc. brings the two Harrys together for a comedy special? We got
been great, yeah,
Strudel and
obviously.
Schnitzel over here, and we got Jam Roly Poly on this side. Oh. Hey, Vinite, I'm not being funny, Vinite. You gotta get Harry back. You gotta get
Vinite, can I ask you a question? Vinite, obviously, I watch from the outside, and what you've done to my club is absolutely fucking disgusting. Obviously, what I wanted, you have done the opposite, you goon scum. So what are you going to do to change Tottenham, obviously, because this is a disgrace, obviously.
Yeah, look, you know, obviously it's difficult right now. You know, we have problems. What I'd like to do is spin the truth into a way. Where is my communications chief? Where is she? Where is my communications chief when I need a spin doctor? And listen, Harry, it would be great to have you back. We probably can't really afford your wages.
Well, I think you can, obviously,
than we think it would be. You know, but
you can afford my wages. You just choose not to.
I mean, Harry's can. You listen, Vinay, you're quite happy to get Harry back on the cheap, but or Adolf Hutter, but. How about, are you worried that if you bring De Zerbi back, there's going to be a problem? That he might throw you over the desk and beat you?
Hey! I heard of my name! What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You want me to come in and score some goal? We don't need a Harry Kane. We don't need a
everyone needs a Harry Kane.
Everyone needs a Harry.
Everyone needs a Harry Kane. Obviously.
Hey, listen, Harry, I respect you. But do you respect me? If nobody respects Roberto, then we have a problem. And we have a major problem.
I'll tell you one thing about Harry Kane, right? Obviously, Harry Kane respects anyone as long as we're winning games and trying to win titles. That's what Harry Kane respects, obviously.
Obviously.
So much fun. We're getting cancelled in the morning.
Cancelled in the morning. Guys, if you've been watching this show or if you just come in, hit the subscribe button. Don't say this show, we don't give you value in this show. 100%. And you don't have a laugh, right? Hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and let everyone know if you want to laugh, this is the place to be.
Johnny, to add to that, mate, obviously, to get someone like me on is very difficult, obviously. But this is like my favourite show, obviously. So please smash a like for Johnny and Harry Redknapp and all the other guests that come on, obviously.
I appreciate that, Harry.
What the matter with you? Decent club. They let a decent guy go, and now they want me to come back in a decent stage to save Tottenham without a decent guy.
Hey, listen. Respect.
Cooler.
Antonio. Have you spoken to Antonio?
I miss him a bit. I spoke to him a little bit. I mean, obviously, he was telling me that what's going on a bit more behind the scenes. Obviously, I mean, I saw it. I had gentlemen's agreements with Levy and the rest of them. Obviously, they fucked me over. But Conte.
Harry,
the gang's back together.
I miss Aru so much. Harry.
I miss you too. Sorry, I miss you too.
I don't score. I don't know why I do the Italian accent. But Howie, I don't score no more goal.
Yeah, obviously you don't have me playing with you anymore, Sonny. So I mean, I'd love to score goals with you again, obviously. We had the best partnership in the Premier League. No one will ever beat that, obviously.
We are the champion.
Yeah, the only thing we lacked at Spurs, I mean, lucky for you, you got a trophy at Spurs, obviously. I didn't, obviously. But, you know, look, we had the best partnership in the Premier League history. Obviously, that will always stay there. And, you know, I'd love to play with you again. Obviously.
Hey, listen, Sonny, you didn't look the same when Harry left. When Harry left, mate, the goal.
I had a few too much sushi. I had a bit too much. Now I'm a little bit over.
You put on a bit of weight. You put on a bit of weight since you've been
sorry. What have you been eating in obviously in
so
America?
Happy.
Have you turned into Musa Ndombele, obviously?
Yeah, with the sushi, the sticky rye, it is bad for the cholesterol. It's not good.
Obviously, I get that as well. I mean,
I'm sorry, Harry. When you left, I did not play well, and now I go to LA where they have the sticky rye, and I put on some weight. But I miss you, Harry.
Yeah, obviously,
LA lifestyle. lifestyle.
When I finish playing for Bayern Munich, I think I'm going to come to LA as well. So we'll reunite again once again. Obviously, we'll score some goals together.
Harry, if you come to the LA, we get fat together.
Obviously,
yes, we get fat together. We will happier ever after.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't doubt that one bit, obviously.
Right. Leaf. Sonny, thanks for coming in, mate.
Okay, bye.
Good to see you, Sonny. I love you too, Sonny. Bye, Sonny. Obviously.
Bye.
Oh, dear.
How do I get rid of this? Oh, let's go back to the thing. Quick change.
Change. I think that... Oh, dear. Oh, guys.
Absolutely fantastic. If anyone that's offended, hit the dislike button. You know, fuck it. Don't care. Fuck it.
This is by far best show on YouTube. That's why I call it, obviously.
Sean is now banned from SCA.
It is what it is. Guys, we gotta go. I gotta go. Got things I gotta do.
Guys, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks to Harry and Sonny and Deserby and everyone else that's popped on the show. Guys, we'll see you back tomorrow. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hype the video on your phone. Bit of hype helps the show get out there. Thanks very much. Bye, Harry. Bye, Sean. Bye to everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye from them. Obviously.
Obviously.
Let's go.